Welcome to the Brent Weinbach podcast. My name is Brent Weinbach, and I'm here with my friend Alex Koll. Welcome.
Thanks, Brent. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
It's been a minute.
Well, I feel like I have seen you more often, more recently, but there was kind of a longer break for a while. But
yeah.
I don't. It doesn't feel that long at this point since the last time.
It doesn't. I know we've seen each other since, but you came to my birthday.
Yeah.
You did do that.
I remember having I think a good burger there.
That's one of my favorite burgers.
Is it in town?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's super simple and very cheap, especially for L.A. And
Yeah.
It's good. Hermosillo Club, Highland Park.
Uh-huh.
It's just a simple smash burger. And, I don't want to sound like I'm like really into smash burgers or anything, but you smash, right?
I like to smash.
Okay.
Sometimes I smash, and sometimes I like to smash.
Mm.
You know what I mean? There's a difference.
Explain a little bit more.
Well, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you smash,
Mm-hmm.
and then sometimes you like to smash.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You have to smash.
Yeah. Sometimes
like to
you
smash.
feel like a nut. Sometimes you're just a nut.
I've never related to anything more in my life.
Yeah. Actually, let me just say this with regards to sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
I feel that I connect to you because you have a similar, I think, appreciation for
Nuts.
the 80s and nuts.
Yeah.
And almond and mounds. And that you understand the value of Webster. For example.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that true?
I know its place. Although I think a lot of that stuff, like, I feel now that like a lot of the cultural cachet of that stuff has waned. Like, I don't hold on to it as much as I know.
So you
it's
did
ingrained.
in the 2000s. You did,
and I mean, maybe more of what you're getting at is we grew up in a time of jingles, and that is done.
Well, yeah, jingles, but also not just jingles, but just even. I don't know. I think you understand the 80s in a way that I do, which is, well, I don't know. I think you like it. Do you not like the 80s anymore? It's less. You don't like it anymore as much. TV shows, just the pop culture of the 80s, commercials, TV shows, figures like Webster.
Yeah, I don't think maybe at one point I really wallowed in it. I don't wallow as much. I think like really like soak it in, feel like it's.
But did you wallow it
important.
in the 2000s?
Yeah, more in the 90s, I think.
Well, me too in the 90s too, but also in we met in the early 2000s, and I felt like that maybe was maybe something of a bonding point is an affinity, for the 80s or 80s stuff or even the 80s, energies. 80s energies, yeah.
80s energies.
Maybe,
80s blasts.
I wonder if you should bring the microphone a little closer to you.
Or,
you don't have to.
or
No, you
me
don't have to.
to it?
You
Like,
don't have to lean in. You can lean. You can lean back, or you can do whatever you want.
I'll get leaned.
I mean, do what do as you like. But I do. I think but I kind of think you. Well, certainly this. You know the references.
I know the references.
If I said to you, stretch it out, that means something to you.
It means caramello.
Right.
If I said to you, sweet dreams you can't resist.
Yeah, that means Nestle.
Right. Specifically,
the white chocolate.
It means Nestless.
Nestless.
Yeah.
That's actually quite a good song.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best. There's a channel that I was all about a while back on. I can't remember. I think it was like Cult of Stinkor. On YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Stinkor was like a He-Man character that was a skunk.
Uh-huh.
And they detuned it was all just 80s and some 90s commercials, and they like slowed down and detuned them, and it was some of them amazing.
I think they call that vaporwave.
It was like, but without music, yes, it was like vaporwave kind of thing. But they didn't put any beats or anything under it. It's just pure
it wasn't musical
the commercial.
Okay.
But it's like that kind of thing. And some of it was amazing. And I was always waiting for the Nestle one to be there because, like, think about that one slowed down.
and detune.
And yeah.
Meaning there's no music to it.
There's no music to it.
Meaning there's no melody to it.
I think that's the term, detuned. I think it's because like if you just slow it down, there's something that process does where it's different from just slowing it down and having that deep voice. Like I don't know I'm not technical enough to know, but a lot of those theme songs were just great slowed down. There was a Bubblicious one that was, I mean, it just made it so much better. But whoever it was never did the Nestle, and I was like, that would be perfect.
Did you watched a lot of TV in the 80s,
yeah,
right?
Tons.
And you grew up in the Valley?
I did grow up in the Valley.
So I just feel like you understand Los Angeles, 80s Los Angeles.
I do. I mean, you know,
you were here's what it is. I think when I met you in the early 2000s, you reminded me somehow of the 80s in Los Angeles, growing up in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah,
or something.
And you love the 80s.
Well, yeah.
So you love me.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You actually kind of, even right now, your shirt feels 80s to me in a way. You know what I mean?
It's semi-intentional.
Ooh.
So this is a product.
And for people listening, he's wearing a shirt that just says fudge on it.
Not just that. It's black with big white letters.
Yeah.
It just says fudge, really big. And I made this shirt.
Oh, you did?
I'm actually selling these shirts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I set up an Etsy store for this about 7 months ago, and I've never promoted it. And so it's just sitting there.
Really? Wait, hold on a second. This is a great opportunity, even though I'm sorry we don't have that great of a reach over this podcast. But so hold on a second.
Look,
have people been buying it on Etsy?
I wouldn't say that this was unintentional. That I haven't been in like a entertainment media space in a while, and I figured like this would be a good opportunity after 7 months.
Oh, this was a calculated thing
to give this a pop. I didn't mean to get into it this fast, but we're here. Let's run.
Hey, you know what? I'm happy to hear it.
Let's
fudge.
I'm
happy for you to share it.
Let's fudge.
Yeah, it's funny because, earlier Alex was eating and, I don't know if it's in the shot or not. I don't think it is, but he has a baseball cap and it with the fudge thing, and he's wearing shorts and he's wearing, thigh-high shorts, and you're wearing socks that to me are pretty retro socks in a way.
These are a recent purchase. I was very happy to get them.
Yeah, they have double stripes on them, and you look kind of like some kind of best friend character from a TV show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the kind of the clown. You look like a clown. No, you look like the
comic
relief, the goofball best friend or something like that of the straight man character who's the main guy. You're this kind of food guy wearing a fudge shirt. You're the fudge guy.
Has half a sandwich all the time, walking around.
Something like that.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, let's just put the look together.
Right. Well, the apple is less. Yeah, sure. I mean, the apple works, but yeah.
I mean,
but that's it. I mean, if you're watching this on video, he's basically. This is kind of something of a character, I think. So, anyway.
Yeah.
But
hey,
but
Brent.
I like seeing your hair though too, because I mean that's not the part of the character, but it's you've got a good hairdo.
I do, thank you. I get a lot of compliments on it.
Oh yeah.
And
you've got a nice color going now, which was not the color it was when I met you.
No.
But what's interesting to me, and I hope it's okay that I comment on this, but you not just caught up to me, but you surpassed me in color.
In hair, yeah. Well, because we have a similar, because you're not just gray, and I'm not just gray. It's like, although I've gotten grayer, a number of years, it was very salt and pepper. We're both salt and pepper boys.
But you've surpassed me at this point, which is interesting because... Well, for me, I was the king of gray. I mean, for a while, I was the king of gray in the 2000s.
Oh.
I mean, a lot of people in our general age group were not as gray as me. I was always ahead of the curve there, right? Well, I started when I was 16, getting gray hairs or white hairs. But I feel like my progression has been, I guess, slow enough that, or it slowed down, I guess, or something.
Detuned.
Something, yeah. I got slowed down and detuned with my hair, and somehow you caught up, and maybe it's because you had kids. I don't know.
Probably a lot, yeah.
Yeah, really?
I think it was a deep plummet after. I mean, it's like an old joke, like, oh, the gray your hair, but like after the first one, I mean, this just took off.
That's interesting. Yeah. Gray hair, It must have been that. It must have been because I didn't notice until after you had kids that when your hair just started to change colors. Yeah.
It'll do it.
But Alex has had crazy hairdos. I mean, he had lots of styles. When I first met him, he had kind of almost an afro of sorts.
Oh, you can call it an afro.
Really?
It was
a big. It
ball.
was he had. It was a mushroom of sorts. You know, curly brown hair. No gray at all, as I recall. And he had a goatee. He actually looked kind of tough. I thought this guy seems cool and tough. I mean, my first vision of Alex was this. It was at an open mic. It was at the Brainwash laundromat coffee shop bar that was in the Soma district of San Francisco. It was the open mic Thursday night show hosted by Tony Sparks. And Alex came on. He was wearing a flannel shirt. Or plaid kind of shirt, flannel shirt, and jeans with some paint on them. So he looked like he did art or something like that. There was some paint on his jeans. And
this is so funny because you're like so accurate, and I remember this all of the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You remember the first time I met you? First day?
I remember that, and I remember the comment you made because I was wearing a plaid shirt and jeans with paint on it.
Yeah.
And my hair. And my mind, I couldn't have looked any further from tough. But you were very sincere about.
He didn't have glasses.
You're a tough guy.
Night too. He didn't have glasses, but the goatee is what made you look kind of tough. It made you look kind of like a cool guy or something, And goatee, and he comes up, and I thought, oh, this guy seems kind of tough, and the way I don't know, your stage presence seemed kind of tough to me in a way, And Alex. His comedy, the first 10, 15 seconds, I tuned out. I detuned because I thought it sounded kind of typical to me in a way. I mean, in the first 10 seconds, I thought, okay, he's just another. I saw your look, and I thought he looked tough, and then he started talking, and I thought, okay, it's just another guy talking about stuff, the way that everyone is. It wasn't that unique to me at the first 10 seconds. But 20 seconds in, I realized, wait a second, he's saying stuff like it's a normal stuff. He's kind of telling stories as if it's just a normal kind of thing, but he's saying really surreal, fantastical things. And then I I kind of tuned back in, and I said, wait a second, this is really good. And the longer he went, the more I got into it, and he became one of my favorite comedians.
You were one of my first fans, I'd have to say.
Well, I just thought, this was so good. He was just telling these stories as if they were just kind of normal stories that happened, but they were totally fictional and just totally weird and fantastical. And I loved that he was delivering it in this really normal way, kind of, as if they really happened. And I thought, this is good. and so then with that, in addition to you looking cool and stuff, or looking like a cool guy, I'm not saying you look cool. I'm saying you look like a cool guy.
Oh, okay. That's like smash and want to smash.
I'm
right?
also not. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, no, I like to smash.
Oh, sorry.
And it's also, you have to say it like that. Sometimes I smash. Oh. Sometimes I like to smash.
Should I try and do the accent?
Well, yeah, kind of. Okay. It's not even an accent. It's just it's a way of life.
It's a smash sense.
It's a smash sense.
I tried.
What, smash sense?
Smash sense.
Yeah, it's a smash sense.
It's a smash sense.
It's a sense.
It's essential.
So it's smash-essential.
It's smash-essential.
It's smash-essential.
South Central, smash-essential.
It's South Central. You ever spend time in South Central?
I used to have to drive through it for a job, and there wasn't that. Every week I saw a car on fire or upside down.
I saw some cars that were or had burned already.
Yeah.
I used to go to South Central.
And once I drove by, and there was a bus stop, and there was just a bar, like a grill, like a Weber grill, and it was just on fire at the bus stop, and nobody was around. And then, not like, it was just on fire.
Wow.
And then once I saw a guy who looked like Professor Griff. Do you know who that is?
No.
It's one of the members of Public Enemy.
Oh, okay.
He had he would dress like with a beret.
Oh,
what do you call it? Fatigues, camo fatigues and stuff like that. But he was riding a unicycle.
Oh, really?
Down the sidewalk, yeah.
Huh. Well,
so it was a great drive.
They don't even call it South Central anymore.
What do they call it now?
something else. I forgot what they call it. They call it some other thing now. You know?
South Central?
I think because they thought that the name South Central has some sort of connotation to it or something like that, you know, because of, movies and stuff. Did you still live in Los Angeles when the riots happened?
I did, but we lived in
I was in Hollywood, and it was but there was a lot of kids from Koreatown, which is really close to South Central, that were one by one, their parents were picking them up from, they were leaving class, and it was definitely a thing. And school did get shut down during that time, and we were told not to go out and stuff. So even though it wasn't terribly close to Hollywood, it was close enough that there were warnings out, they were saying stay in and stuff, and you could see a lot of different fires happening around town. I mean, I remember counting 13 fires.
Well, I was like in Van Nuys, I was in the cradle of the valley, so it was like not, when I moved away in '94, and I was about to be a junior in high school.
Yeah.
And so even though and it was almost exactly 20 years before I moved back here again.
Oh yeah.
And I had just gotten my driver's license before we left. And so, if we left the valley, I had no idea where things were. I was still being driven around as a kid.
Oh yeah.
So when we came back, I just realized how much of, outside of coming down here for comedy or whatever, how much of actual LA I had no exposure to, even though for years I was I'm from LA, but
yeah, I guess I experienced a similar thing, even though I was driving around parts of Los Angeles a lot in college, during summers of college when I used to do pizza delivery driving and stuff. But there was parts of Los Angeles I never went to until really doing comedy stuff, That's mainly more the east side. Even though I had a friend who lived in Silver Lake in the 90s, and it was a bad neighborhood then,
mm-hmm.
and I would go over there, but I still didn't really have a really firm idea of the geography of the east side. So all of that seemed really foreign to me, the Echo Park area, and even though I did make trips over there sometimes, but I spent so much more time on the east side, or Glendale and that kind of area. I mean, I went there in high school. I went to the Brand Library at Glendale in high school and stuff. But no, it was foreign though. I didn't know the East Side world as much.
Yeah,
same. And now you live there.
I do.
East Side.
Yeah. You went to college in LA for a minute,
college in Los Angeles. Me?
Yeah, or no? You said you delivered pizza.
I started during vacations. During summer and Christmas vacations, I would
deliver Christmas pizzas.
Vacation pizzas.
pizzas.
Vacation pizzas. Yeah, they would be either during Christmas time there would be the pizza box had a ribbon on it,
mm-hmm. Like a present,
and it was wrapped, So it was actually we would strap the Jimmy on twice for that one actually. You know what that's from?
No.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting it right, but it might be from Menace to Society.
Okay. Strap it on twice.
I strapped the Jimmy on twice for that one. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting that right, but I think that's what it was, But we but yeah, you seem like a Weird Al kind of guy, You remind me of someone who watched UHF,
I'm an intense Weird Al fan. I just went and saw him. I just took the family to see him.
You still are
at the Forum. Yeah,
and you kind of look like him a little bit at one point.
I looked in junior high. I looked so much like him, and it was an honor. It was so much. The little peach fuzz mustache, and everything like that, and my curly hair looked just like him. I was obsessed.
Do you remember the names of your teachers at your junior high, which was also my junior high?
That's right. I do. Yeah.
Who do you remember? Do you remember Follett? Mr. Follett?
I remember the name. I don't think I had it as a teacher. I had Miss Smith for English.
Yeah, I had Miss Smith.
And I'll come back to that.
But for history, actually.
The history was Miss Gus.
Oh, no, Miss Gus. I had Miss Gus for history, yeah.
She was, and she was somebody said she used to be a model when she was younger.
That's right. She was a model, yeah.
And then, but she was really stern. And then she also, like the kids in class used to make fun of.
Oh, I remember Miss Smith now. Yeah, she was different. Yeah, Miss Smith was more stern to me than Miss Gus.
She was pretty stern. Miss Gus.
Miss Moskowitz?
They used to call her Spider Legs. I remember that. Miss Gus, because she had varicose veins.
Oh.
And because people in junior high are assholes.
Oh,
like, it's the worst.
I thought she was an attractive older lady.
Yeah.
And who knows? She might not have even been that old. I don't know. Maybe my perception changed.
That's true. Miss Smith was the English teacher.
Yeah.
And she was like very conservative and I think very religious.
Oh, was she? I didn't know she was religious.
Yeah. And
did you ever have someone named Crabtree?
No.
Mrs. Crabtree?
No.
I had her for English for 7th grade. I had Smith for 8th grade English. But I remember we had to move. I don't know. Something happened where we had to get transferred to another class, or something got moved around. And I said, "Oh man, this sucks." And she said, "Who said that?" She didn't. I thought it was some other bad word somebody said. She said, "Who said that?" Someone said a bad word. And then I said it again. I said, "Man, this sucks." And then she said, "Somebody said it again." I didn't realize she was talking about me, and it was that I said "sucks," and that was a bad word.
Yeah.
She was really Miss Crabtree was really sensitive about the word "sucks."
I feel like a little bit of that came back again, or maybe it's just like with my kids, like.
Or
we kind of had.
You mean that's a bad word?
Oh, they now it's like sucks is whatever, but like I feel like other parents too, like sucks got put in the penalty box for a while.
Oh, you mean at their school?
Yeah.
Oh, so not with you. You didn't care.
Yeah, we wouldn't use it that much, and what we stopped using was stupid.
Yeah,
but that's for a whole nother thing. That's because it just was like. It made a
because you have family members that are stupid and you take offense to that.
I take offense to this. I'm part stupid.
Yeah.
On my dad's side, and so it just rubbed me the wrong way. You know, it's a stupid thing to say. But
do not say stupid. That's a very stupid thing to say.
It's an incredibly stupid thing. You're stupid for saying stupid.
Yeah. You suck.
What it comes down to. You suck.
You suck for that.
You suck stupid. Miss Smith. I don't know, why do you remember these details when it comes? But I remember she had like a special needs brother, and so she would bring that up a lot in class.
Oh, really?
But what happened was, I wrote an oral report, and it was about the Greek gods.
Oh yeah.
And
you look a bit like a god.
I do, with the curly hair.
Yeah.
You know.
You look like some sort of Greek.
And I was
deity.
I was like chiseled in junior high.
Yeah, I could see you as a Hermes of sorts.
I am a Hermes.
Are you?
Well, you know, a messenger, or I was briefly.
Oh, you were. Okay.
Maybe
you even probably use Hermes software to do a BBS at home or something.
Oh God,
right?
what is that?
Did you? No. Okay, I thought maybe. Did you not? Did you mess around with BBSs and bulletin boards?
Yes.
You did. So you never used Hermes though.
I don't remember.
Hermes was one of the systems
we
you
did.
Could use.
It was very my friend Jason and I were just like on all these crazy early bulletin boards.
Yeah.
Like Bod Town was the big one that had like a chat thing, like early stuff.
Well, I mean, you know, the BBSs I was using were just you're just calling one. Only one person could be on it at a time. Basically.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, carry on.
So Miss Smith, I had this oral report, and it was about the Greek gods, and I wrote it as Zeus, and I like wore a bathrobe for like a toga.
Yeah.
And I delivered it, and it was full of like double entendre, like because you know all the Greek myths and everything are about Zeus going and you know fucking humans and having weird babies and and adultery and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I wrote about it, and I did it as Zeus, and it was like clean, but like it implied everything, and it killed. It's the first time I ever did that. So this is the first time I ever did it.
This is like the first stand-up that you've ever done.
Yes, and she pulls me aside afterwards, and she was very excited about it. She loved it, and she was like, "Alex, that was so wonderful." She says, "But please promise me, if you ever become a stand-up comedian, don't be one of the dirty ones."
Really?
Yeah, and don't be a dirty comedian. And that was the first time in my head it went, "Oh, I could totally be a dirty comedian."
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's also interesting. Okay, even just taking the dirty part out of it, was that the first time you thought I could be a comedian?
Probably. That's probably where It put the
not
seed,
just how you did with the audience, the class, but also with even Mrs. Smith saying that to you.
I think so.
That's really interesting.
And I really do mean that, like she sabotaged her own message by adding the dirty in there.
Well, I wouldn't say you were terribly dirty.
No, I wasn't filthy,
but yeah. Did you think about doing the talent show there that they had at our junior high?
I did do the talent show.
Did you do stand-up comedy?
I did not do stand-up
Oh,
comedy.
you didn't? Okay.
First, they had a lip sync contest.
Oh, yeah.
And I did that with my friend Mark, and Wayne's World had just come out, so we did Bohemian Rhapsody dressed as Wayne and Garth.
Yeah.
And I made it a full production.
Oh, really?
Like, there was all this shit going on stage. Like we made a couch out of like a couple of folding chairs with a blanket over it that like was their couch in the basement.
Yeah.
Wow. And we did the whole thing, and then when it came to like the big, guitar part, we jumped off the couch, and we had somebody behind it with a guitar, who popped up, who had long hair and popped up and like just headbanged and faked the guitar. People were like throwing stuff from off stage. Like we did all this thing. We won.
Wow.
And then we got asked back to perform at some sort of ribbon ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got asked to do the talent show. So like.
Wait, I'm sorry. You got asked to do the talent show after some other steps?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the first thing?
It was like just a lip sync contest.
Oh, it was just a lip sync contest. Okay, so then you did it at the. And how did you do it at the talent show?
I don't remember, and I don't think we won. But I know we.
Did you back then? Were you using a lot of Wayne-isms? Were you just saying schwing to stuff?
I'm sure.
Were you?
I'm sure. I love the book. I got. I love the book. I love the movie. I had the book. When like they would put out like a funny. It wasn't a novelized, but it was like a companion, like the Wayne's World companion.
Oh, okay. There was okay. I know that.
And so I got that, and I loved that, and it must have been 2. When it came out, I won tickets to go see it.
Yeah.
Like a preview showing. And it had to be, was the second one the one where they have the scene where Garth, he's talking about like product placement in movies?
That's in 1.
That's in 1?
Yeah.
Okay, then it was 1. Because they gave out Pepsi and Doritos and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was on the toilet when I called into the radio. I remember that.
What radio station was it?
Like I had to bring the phone into the, dating myself, I had to bring like the landline into the bathroom.
These are the times I like to talk about that.
It was
when
pirate
you bring
radio.
The phone in. Was it pirate radio?
Pirate radio, Scott Shannon in the morning.
It's funny. I used to, before
I should have worn my pirate radio shirt.
Before I got into public and college radio, I didn't really listen to the radio that much, but I did listen to morning radio to wake myself up in the morning, and pirate radio, I thought, because they play heavy metal on that station, and I thought, well, I need to wake up. I should put it on pirate radio. That was what I had my alarm set to, was to turn on, the radio would turn on and it would be on pirate radio to wake me up in the morning to get to school, And then eventually I switched to, to be honest, I tried out Kiss FM for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
everybody goes through a Kiss FM.
My cousin was into, my cousin liked Rick D's.
Yeah.
Nuts. Rick D's nuts. And I don't know, I just thought.
D's FM.
What?
Nuts FM with Rick D's.
Yeah. With D's D's nuts in the morning.
D's in the morning, yeah.
Or nuts in the morning. I thought, I should check out this Rick D's guy. So I started doing that. Then I kind of cycled through all the commercial stations. I did Power 106. At one point in high school, I did Power 106, Baker Boys in the morning. I did the 92.3 The Beat. What's crazy? Whatever. We're getting on too much of a tangent here because I wasn't going to stay up. Well, what's
That's
crazy?
all we've been doing. That's fine.
Here's what's crazy is I went to high school with this guy named Jesse, and he started taking these classes at this community college that was next door to my high school. And he was taking radio classes there, or he took a radio class there. And I went with him one day, and, he was kind of just learning how to, do radio stuff or using the mixing board and stuff like that. And I came on, and it broadcast just on campus only. And so I came on, and I did some character voices and stuff, and I was basically doing comedy on there, right?
Yeah.
And this is in high school. And then, I don't know. So then some years later, he reached out to me. I happened to be in Las Vegas doing a gig, and he reached out to me, and he was on a commercial station there as a DJ.
Oh.
And then eventually he moved back to Los Angeles, and he worked for Power for a while. He was a on-air personality on Power, and now he works at 92.3.
Oh, wow.
And his name is Jay Cruz.
Okay.
And that's just crazy that who would have thought that in high school there, I was kind of just doing this comedy stuff on this, this little thing, and he was doing a radio thing on this, and then he ended up doing it totally professionally on the biggest station, commercial stations in town.
And you're Brent Weinbach.
And I'm doing my little small, boutique podcast.
I thought you were going to say he came back to L.A. and then he became Rick Dees.
He became the second He became Rick Dees too, kind of like Wayne's World 2.
Rick, yeah. D's Two Nuts.
D's Two Nuts, yeah.
2D's Nuts.
2D's Nuts, yeah. But I was gonna say, okay. So sorry.
I was gonna say that I had the opposite, or I don't know if it's opposite, but like I had the pirate radio also was a wake up thing for me.
Yeah.
But it was because I used to listen to, how like the old clock radio or whatever. Yeah. They'd have like the sleep. You'd put it on there and like it would turn off after you listen. Yeah. So like I listened to the easy listening station. So it was like Christopher Cross and Gordon Lightfoot and that kind of stuff, and I would fall asleep to that. And then this is how I remember it. The format changed. It switched radio stations. And I didn't know that was happening. And then one morning I woke up and the alarm went off and it was pirate radio. And it changed everything. Like that's how I became a cool dude.
Wait a second. You got into heavy metal because of the station automatically changing on you?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Whoa, you mean you woke up to the music and you thought, I'm awake and I've never been more awake my whole life.
I'm alive.
Yeah. I'm more awake than I've ever been. What is this music?
And I am going off the rails on a crazy train. I am just...
Yeah, what were they? They're playing AC/DC and stuff.
Yeah, or Guns N' Roses at the time,
or Black Sabbath,
and like
or something?
all those. No, this was like 80.
Oh, Guns N' Roses. They were playing Guns N' Roses.
87, 88.
Yeah.
So it was like, that was Guns N' Roses. All like the super hair stuff.
Yeah,
like Slaughter and
then you just became
Motley
a metalhead
of
stuff. Sorts.
Yeah,
because of that.
But it was like it was almost I was a full on dork. Like super dork nerd in junior high and high school.
I bet you weren't.
No, I was.
I bet you weren't.
And I pocketed that.
You don't even know what a nerd is.
Like if I would show up in if I showed up in like a shirt, like a metal shirt, like because I didn't wear shirts. But if I junior high, no shirts. 8th grade, started wearing shirts.
Uh-huh.
But if I showed up in a metal shirt or like Airwalks. Like, I remember this, like, Airwalks had the crazy patterns at the time.
Yeah.
Like, the metalhead kids or the skaters would, like, pick on me for it. They'd be like, you don't skate, you're not in the metal. And,
well, I don't know. I just get the sense that you were probably not a nerd, that you were probably just into stuff.
Just into stuff.
I don't know. To me, real nerds are not, I don't know. They just have, to me, it's more like, what you see as a nerd in the movies and stuff,
That's true.
It's more like some of those people in Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay, let's talk about Revenge of the Nerds. I was booger. Yeah, I was kind of like
what?
I'm not a full booger, but I was like that. Like in our crew, I wasn't a full booger. I was like half a booger. But like that would be more of where I was at. I think somebody else has talked about this before, but like I wasn't that nerd.
There's outcasts.
But I was like a dork,
freak,
geek.
You're more of a freak, I think.
Yeah, kind of, I guess, but
I don't know. I mean, a nerd to me is, Eddie Deason.
Like
in
Eddie Deason.
Did he play the nerd in Grease or something?
Deez Nutsons? Oh, Eddie Deason.
Eddie
I know you're talking about.
I know. What's up with these names all sound like Deez Nuts,
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Eddie Deez Nutson.
Yeah.
Oh, that
no. I
works.
know what you're saying. Like
Eddie Deez Nuts in your mouth.
Those were all my friends. All my friends went into when we moved into a magnet. Like they all went to a math science magnet, and I was in the performing arts. That was the separation. So
you were doing performing art stuff.
Yes and no.
Young.
Yes and no.
What were you
starring?
A little bit. Starring in Othello?
I wasn't a theater kid.
Were you starring in Othello?
I was starring in Othello.
Were you starring in, Beloved? Theatrical. I don't know. You did the theatrical adaptation of Roots, right?
Yes, and Angels in America before it was written. I came up with that.
Yeah.
And,
you starred in Stand and Deliver, the high school adaptation, right?
I stood and I delivered.
And you delivered, yeah. Lean on yourself, right? You lean on yourself.
I leaned on everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you ever get into R&B?
Well, that was those years was the single circuit. Like, did you go to a bunch of bar mitzvahs or parties?
I actually only went to one bar mitzvah. Somehow I only went to one bar mitzvah.
Okay.
It was my friend Josh.
Dodged a bullet. But no. There was like the couple years where it was like everybody had their bar mitzvahs, and it was also the year that singles were a thing. Mm-hmm.
I know it.
Great.
Yeah, my sister had an expose single.
So
cassette.
I liked what was popular at the time. So I got like that was
Ghostbusters 2, Bobby Brown song. You know.
Well, I got like a mega. You were holding I'd get about a penis this big.
Yeah.
For every bar mitzvah, they would hand out like a penis this big.
Yeah, it was okay.
It's like a C is for penis.
Yeah.
And you'd collect them and play them and trade them.
That's how you spell penis. Penic.
That's Nestle makes a baby.
Yeah, PENESCLESC.
Yeah.
Yes, NESCLES. Oh, it's PENESCLES.
Right.
Yeah.
These creamy white Nestle.
Yeah, that's right, creamy white.
But I got like one bar mitzvah, I got a Megadeth Hangar 18 single. Next one, Paula Abdul. Mm-hmm. Other one, Janet Jackson.
Oh, they gave you out Paula Abdul. Whoa, you went from Megadeth to Paula Abdul. You had a diverse bar mitzvah boys and girls, huh?
Yeah.
Was that a bat mitzvah that you got the Paula Abdul?
It might have been, but I don't want to peg that. I don't want.
Hey, no, No, I'm just curious.
What are you talking about?
But hey, by the way, speaking of Paula Abdul and
that album's
junior
amazing.
High, which one? Straight Up?
Yeah.
You know that this guy in my junior high,
mm-hmm.
he performed at the talent show, and he danced, and it was really good. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Whoa, this guy looks professional,"
Yeah.
And as it turned out, he was a dancer for Paula Abdul.
Oh.
Even as a junior high age kid.
And his name was Rick Dees.
It was Rick Dees 2. He
Dees 3s.
later went on to dance in the This Is It tour with Michael Jackson.
Oh, wow.
And he was the second or third in command choreographer for the High School Musical trilogy. The first in command being Kenny Ortega.
Right, Kenny Ortega.
Who's, one of the head honchos of choreography. He directed Newsies. He did the choreography for Dirty Dancing. And, he's just a major player in the industry.
Oh, I didn't know that. How deep is your choreography knowledge?
Not that. I love the High School Musical trilogy, so I know about Kenny Ortega because of that. And, I know that he was the choreographer for the Dangerous tour for Michael Jackson and the This Is It tour. And, anyway, this guy I went to junior high with, he was in that. Anyway, and he was in the talent show. So he kind of, you guys shared the same stage.
Maybe
probably,
that's who I lost to. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, you did the Wayne's World thing and you lip sing to it or whatever.
Yeah.
That was kind of all this stuff was in junior high. That was a precursor kind of to you becoming eventually a air guitar champion.
Maybe a precursor, but I don't know how.
Well, you said you had a person playing air guitar. It was like kind of part of the whole thing,
I did, but that was because it was a Wayne's World thing. It was in the thing. I don't know. We could draw a through line, but I don't.
I think there's something there. I don't think the fact that you were lip singing it, that's kind of like air guitar.
I would say that if I hadn't we moved to the Bay Area, and throw a wrench in it, but my mom passed, and all that was a curveball. I'm pretty sure there's a good chance if I stayed in LA, I would have wound up like a theater kid.
Oh yeah, you would have gone. Oh really? You think you would have done acting and stuff?
Well, that's I left after 1 year at Van Nuys High, and I went into a performing arts magnet, and the first year they just gave you it was a rotation thing where you did in one semester you had a couple classes. You had a chorus class, video production class, stagecraft, And then I think I did an acting class, and then they would move you from class to class, and then if you stayed, that was like sophomore year, so like junior and senior, then you would pick which one you want to do. Like, I want to do acting now. I want to sing and everything like that. So I didn't do that. And then shit got weird, and I moved, and
Do you think if you stayed in Los Angeles, you could have been the next Leonardo D's Nuts Caprio or Caprio, whatever? I don't know. These Nuts Caprio?
D's Caprio.
D's Caprio?
D's Caprio.
Yeah. D's Caprio? D's Caprio?
D's Caprio. Who likes to smash.
Leo D's Caprio. Do you think you could have been something like that? Not the next one, but I mean, do you think you could have been a contemporary of Caprio?
I could have taken him.
Do you think you could have been a member of the Pussy Posse?
Which one's the Pussy Posse?
You got Lucas Haas.
Okay.
You got, Sean, what's the guy?
Break it down.
Connolly. Sean Connolly, is that his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I think.
No.
Not Billy Connolly.
Not Billy Connolly.
Imagine
Jerry.
Huh?
Jerry Connolly.
No, that's Jerry O'Connell, but you're thinking of Jerry O'Connell? Wait, is it?
Yeah, I guess I was thinking of Jerry O'Connell.
No, not him, but I don't know, what's that guy's name? There's, I don't know, different people in there, the Pussy Posse.
Phoenix? River Phoenix?
Phoenix, I don't know if...
Is that era or no?
I'm not sure if the Phoenix made it in there or not, or if he was associated, but there's a name I'm totally... Oh, Tobey Maguire was in that, too.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also Kevin Connolly. That's his name, I think. Kevin Connolly.
I'm not
Kevin
placing
Condoleezza Rice.
D's Rice.
These nice. These nice.
Name a movie. What's he in?
Kevin Connolly?
Yeah. Or a show.
I think he's in Entourage.
Okay.
He would later go on to be in Entourage. I think that who else might have been in the Pussy Posse maybe was David Blaine. maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, of course he was.
Yeah.
He's his own Pussy Posse.
Right. So, no, do you think you would have gone on auditions and stuff? Did you ever go on an audition and living in Los Angeles?
No.
Uh-huh.
As a kid?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And what was your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time?
Yeah. Back then.
Back then. I mean, UHF would have been up there going back to the Weird Al stuff.
Yeah.
I used to say The Jerk. I loved
really?
The Jerk when
but
I was
you don't
a
feel
kid.
that way anymore.
It's probably still up there.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, my friend Jason and I were into The Jerk, and there was the scene at the end where he loses everything. Have you seen it recently or ever?
I haven't seen it in a long time, to be honest.
So at the end, Steve Martin, Navin Johnson, loses all the money that he had because he gets sued. And, the scene opens with him writing. It's like a class action lawsuit. So he's sitting there writing a check to everybody for like 3 cents. And, he's got this big pile of checks he's going through. And then he throws a fit. Bernadette Peters comes in and he leaves. And he's like decrepit and destitute now. And he does this whole bit where he's like, I don't need anything. I don't need you. And he's like walking out of the mansion. And he's like, I don't need anything. I need this. And he picks up a lamp, and he like keeps walking. He's like, but I don't need anything else.
Right.
It's like, nobody. I'm on my, but I need that. And he keeps picking things up. And my friend Jason and I would do that bit like for 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to annoy people. And we just take anything we could find at the house and like just try and drag people's stuff out the front door. And
were you a class clown?
Maybe
Did you make fart noises
a little
in class?
bit? No.
Yeah, you didn't do that thing where you put your hands to your mouth like that and just blow?
Maybe I was like a 4th or 5th tier class clown.
Oh, okay, got it. So you
like
kind
if
of
stuff got funny.
Yeah.
I might jump in.
Okay, yeah.
But I wouldn't, I wouldn't kick that funny off.
Though, gotcha. Listen, why don't we wrap up this main episode, okay?
Already?
If that's okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's your podcast.
Before we do, I just want to say that so you have this Etsy shop.
Yeah.
And you can, if you like Alex's shirt, it says Fudge. And if you're just listening, it says Fudge on it.
The name of the Etsy shop is Only Fudge. And that's, which may have.
It's kind of like some sort of innuendo type thing.
It was a straight up.
It's kind of stemming from your work as a Zeus.
Yeah, it was, it was.
Somebody says your work as Zeus.
Yeah, deliberately an OnlyFans reference, like, And maybe I was hoping that the fudge part, like whatever innuendo there would like draw some.
Scatological.
But I'm not even getting the scat crowd coming and buying my shirts.
Well, let me ask you something. Are people finding this?
No.
They're not. Okay, but now they will, hopefully.
This is the only shirt I've sold, and I sold it to myself.
Really?
I didn't promote anything. I take it back. I had 2 customers right off the cuff.
Really? Did you know them?
No.
Cool.
Like real customers.
That's great.
It is great. But since then,
hey,
nothing.
Look, you want to wear a shirt and that's the only thing you carry?
This is it. Black shirt, white letters, real big.
I should
fudge.
I wonder if I should add my. I had sold a shirt briefly.
Which one? The one that I did the face for?
No,
the Weinbach shirt.
We didn't even talk about that. The
iconic Weinbach face.
The Weinbach shirt. Alex designed that. The iconic Weinbach shirt, which you can still get on my website.
Did I take that photo? No, you already had that photo.
No, my friend Stacy Miller took the photo.
Got it.
But the design was Alex Koll, and that I only currently have I think small and youth medium available right now.
Okay.
But no, sorry, not youth medium, women's medium.
And how old is that stock?
That stock is probably from I don't know actually. Maybe somewhere in the mid to late 2010s. Okay. But I started making those shirts in 2003. I think.
Early.
So anyway, but look, check out Only Fudge on Etsy.
Etsy, Only Fudge.
And anything else you want to push?
I don't know. Nestle really is the best.
Nestle chocolate.
Yeah.
Hey, check out Boomtime SF on YouTube.
Didn't even get into Boomtime. Maybe that's bonus episode stuff.
There's a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff we didn't talk about.
We go deep.
I mean, Alex and I were in a sketch group together. Moshe Kasher was in the group too. It was the 3 of us. It was called Boomtime, and we made some pretty cool videos. Actually, well, whatever. I'll ask about it later. But there's one sketch where you're the dad and you're picking me and Moshe up from school. We're your sons, and now later today you're gonna pick your real sons up. But when we made that, you didn't have sons.
Yeah,
and that's just kind of interesting.
Their middle names are Brent and Moshe.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. As they right. I mean, they better have been. Shoot, So
I wrote my children.
Yeah.
Into this world.
Into the world.
That sketch.
You wrote them into this world, and you can easily write them out.
That's right. I tell them every day.
They better behave. So look, if you want to carry on with us, we're going to talk about stuff. We're going to talk about, I don't know, your experience being a dad. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go down that way.
Or whatever.
We can.
We could maybe talk about some other stuff, some other interesting jobs you've had.
It's fertile. Yeah,
you've had different jobs in your life that are interesting.
We can talk about your love for Burgundy.
Yeah, sure. And we can also talk about your, I don't know. We could just talk about other stuff. Okay. We could talk about your apprehensive assertion that you might have been a bad guest or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I was going to say, and your desire for me to teach you how to be a good guest.
I did.
But we didn't even need to do that. But we can kind of go over some of the steps in this extended portion of the episode. If you want to join us, go to patreon.com/poundcast, POUNDCAST. And you get the episodes a couple days early there. And yeah, we're going to, get it deeper into, and you get access to all the previous ones and the previous Poundcast episodes too. So if you want to watch this on video, and you want to see the fudge shirt in the flesh, then, or in the cotton, I guess.
In the fudge.
You want to see this shirt in the fudge, go to youtube.com/Brent Weinbach podcast. Or no, I think is it Brent Weinbach podcast, or is it, there's an @ symbol or whatever. Is it an ampersand? No, it's not an ampersand. It's @ Brent Weinbach podcast, I think, or whatever. You find it, you Google it. You can find it. YouTube it. I'll go on YouTube, type in Brent Weinbach podcast. You'll find the channel. Go there. You can see it. And also, thank you to Ben Stewart behind the boards, and thank you to the Improv Studios for hosting us here today. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you to Alex Koll.
Thank you, Brent Weinbach.
I'm Brent Weinbach. We'll see you next week on the Brent Weinbach podcast, or we'll see you in a little bit in the extended. Bye-bye. And now we are extended.